Are you taking a vacation to end the summer or a Labor Day trip to ring in the school year? Or maybe you're visiting a friend to go see a college football game? Then this episode is for you. This is going to be how to stay holy during a vacation. A few tips to be holy, stay holy, and listen to God even while we're on vacation. And stay around for the last tip because I think that's the most important. Vacation is such a great way to recharge, hang out with friends, family, go camping, go to the beach, go to the lake, wherever you vacate to, wherever you have a vacation. It is a great way to just let go of the stress of the world, recharge the batteries. I love a good vacation. I'm actually making this episode before I go on vacation. And so when you see this or listen to this, I'll actually be on vacation. So I had to make this before I went on vacation. I'm going to the beach for vacation, but I need to know your answer. Lake, camping, or beach? Put your answer of what you like to do for vacation down in the comments. Do you like to go to the lake? Do you like to go to the beach? Do you like to go camping? I'd love to hear people's answers. You know, for me, I like it all, but I like the beach. I like beach towns. I also love going to the Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is beautiful. It's the best. It's where I grew up. You know, probably the most beautiful beaches in America. Yeah, I said it. Jersey Shore. Yeah, I said it. The most beautiful beaches in America. So I love the beach, but I want to hear your answers. And I remember growing up, my dad always used to say, we're not taking a vacation from God when we go on vacation, which was his way of saying, pack a polo shirt because we're going to church on our vacation. And I thought that was a great, foundational thing for hey, even when we're going on vacation, we're still on mission. We're still God's children. We still got to go to church. We still got to pray. We still got to, live our life, live our Christian life. But how do we do that on vacation? How do we do that when there can be activities or family things or commitments or you just want to relax? So what are some easy ways? What are some easy travel tips to stay holy during vacation? Lucky for you, I have some right here. Again, stay for the last one. I think it's the most important and the one that I relate to the most. Tip number 1 for how to stay holy during vacation: make it fun. Don't just look at our faith life as something we have to do, but something that is a part of our life. And when we go on vacation, we can have a lot of fun during it. We can go check out a new church. I love going to check out new churches. I love the architecture of churches. I love the bulletins of church. I love looking at the bulletin of some, random town or new city or new country and being wow, this is what they're up to here. Oh, wow. There's a Bible night next Wednesday. We're oh, they're having a fish fry. Oh my gosh, they're having a fish fry in 2 weeks. Or, okay, the Rosary Guild, they're meeting at the end of the month. So if we're here and for some reason we need to come to the Rosary Guild, we have the information right here. I love the local character of churches. So, go see a new church. Go to church. Go to daily mass. Go check out the local parish. Introduce yourself to the priest. Meet some of the locals. I remember I was in Miami last year. I made that Catholic Churches Near Me video. Catholic Churches Near Me. Go check out that series. It's a great series on the YouTube channel. I went to Miami and I remember talking to some of the parishioners after we went to church. And I just felt so welcomed by the community there. And it was so fun to talk to other Catholics, other faithful Catholics who are hey, welcome to our church. Welcome to our home. This is, thank you for visiting. It's it was an incredible experience, and I felt the love of Christ by talking to the parishioners. I felt built up by going to that church. I felt Christ built me up and gave me a lot of, peace and joy just by going to visit the church and talk to the parishioners. And I was making a video, but that was fun. I would have never ever done, if I didn't intentionally do that, I would have never felt that grace that God gave me by visiting the church and talking to those parishioners and hearing what they had to say. And they were how long are you in town? Because we have X, Y, and Z going on. At the end of the month, there's a Rosary Guild. I was oh, another Rosary Guild. Okay. So that's a great way to make it fun, to make your faith fun on vacation. Another one is to, to way to make faith fun on vacation is to take a hike in nature. Go pray. Go pray while you're on a run. Go pray while you're on a hike. If you go to see somewhere beautiful, say some prayers at the top of the mountain, at the beginning of the hike. If I'm going to the beach, walking along the beach in the morning, go for a run along the beach. That is so incredible. That is so beautiful. That is God's nature. That is God's gift to us. And so what better time to pray than in awe of God's nature? If you take a big hike on a mountaintop, sing a song. You have a little pocket guitar, a little ukulele, break out that ukulele and sing a song. Like, there is such a way to worship God on a hike and in nature, whether it's, again, at the lake, swimming, wherever it is. God's nature is a gift to us. So we can pray to God in nature. And that is a great way to make our faith fun while we're on vacation. Another way to make our faith fun is, if you're flying, go check out the airport chapel. There's every airport has a chapel, and some are different than others. And I've enjoyed checking out airport chapels because, like, some are big and grand, and they have like Catholic mass, and they have, Protestant service. They have like Muslim prayer this time, and some are small where it's just like, this is a closet that we made because we got sued by the local religious nonprofit, so we had to make a chapel, and it's a broom closet. Yeah, you can go in there wherever you want. It's locked, and we got a guy who's got keys, but he doesn't come in till 5. So yeah, go check that out. Like, every airport chapel is pretty different, but I've always enjoyed going to see other airport chapels, and it's a great way to say a quick prayer before I fly. De-stress a little. I know airports can be stressful, at least for me. I know airports can be stressful. The time, all the things I gotta do. Oh my gosh, I gotta run over here, get in line for the coffee. When is boarding? Oh, when is boarding? We gotta board. We can't go. Like, going to the airport chapel and saying a quick prayer is a great way to center my heart on Christ before I fly, before I travel. And it's fun. It's fun to see different chapels. It's fun to see the airports having a place dedicated to pray to God. So those are some easy ways to make our faith fun while we're on vacation. Those are things we already be doing, or things that are on our journey in our vacation, and we can still find ways to make it fun and honor God and have it be a part of the things that we're doing on vacation, and not look at like, oh, we have to pray, we have to go to mass in this way, and I have to be at my bedside of my hotel saying a prayer. That's how I'm going to stay holy. It's like, hey man, go for a run, go see the local church, go see the mountains, go see the lake, go pray out in God's nature, go to the chapel. Wherever you are, you can take Christ with you every step of the journey while you're on vacation, and it can be fun and it can be lively. The number 2 tip to stay holy during vacation is to use media as a tool for you. So what does that mean? Well, if you're flying in the airport and you're, taking a trip, and maybe you're by yourself, maybe you're meeting your family somewhere, or meeting your friends, and you're at the airport, listen to worship music, listen to a podcast, listen to Bible in the Ear, Catechism in the Ear, listen to What's the Dill, you know what I mean? Listen to something that is going to draw you to Christ, orient you towards Christ. I think like it's always really fun to listen to music when you're like in an airport or like on a bus or driving. You kind of feel like you're in like a movie. You're like in a movie and all these characters are around you. You're like, oh, look at all these supporting characters in the movie about me. You have some like, emo song playing, and it's just like, wow, like I'm just like the main character walking through the airport about to do something awesome. And all these people who have, all these people around me are the supporting characters of my life. But like, that's always a fun little experience to think you're in a movie in an airport. But, listening to worship music, that's a great way to, calm myself, to center myself, to pray a little bit, listen to holy podcasts, listen to, YouTube videos and people who are, going to talk about the gospel. That's a great thing to do on those kind of in between, those transition times of vacation, in the airport, in the car. Maybe you got a long drive. Maybe you're driving to vacation. Well, in the car, I know for me, can be really boring. I'm not like a big road trip guy. I like road trips, but like I get kind of uncomfortable in the car, and then they can be really boring. And sometimes I get a little bit like, whew, okay, we got 7 more hours to go before the next city. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do for the next 7 hours? I'm like, okay, getting a little, is it hot in here? Can you open the window or maybe turn on the air conditioning? Like, I'm not like the greatest road trip passenger or driver. So sometimes I need things to do while I'm driving, things to listen to, worship music, podcasts, talks, whatever it is. I have found those actually to be really, really good ways to pray and kind of like center my heart towards God, because like I'd be so bored in the car, but like listening to like a great podcast or listening to a great homily is a great, like I can put all my attention on it and really listen, because I don't want to pay attention to how bored I would be just driving on this road or how there's nothing around me. So Like it can actually be a really, driving on a long road trip can actually be a really, really great way to pay attention to the words of what is being said in a homily or podcast or worship song. And I know I sound a little like crazy. Like I know you're probably thinking like, I never want to take a road trip with this guy. This guy sounds like, he's probably be complaining the whole time in the car. And I'll be honest, road trips are not the greatest version of myself. I never fit. I'm a tall guy. I never fit in the car. My shoulders are always hitting something. My legs are always cramped up. And I'm not the greatest road trip companion. But that's why I've always found it really, really great to, again, listen to holy things and fill my mind with holy media, because it centers myself towards God. Okay, and lastly, and I think the most important tip of how to stay holy during vacation. And this is so true for me. This is what I try to live out. And when you hear or listen to this, when you hear, listen, watch, however you're consuming this episode, I will have gone through an airport and I will be on vacation. And so I will be in the midst of vacation. And so I say this, that this is so important for me, this last tip, this final tip, and is to be a vessel of peace during the trip. I get overwhelmed sometimes traveling. I get overwhelmed in the airports. I get overwhelmed in the driving. I get overwhelmed with the details, carrying all the things. I don't like carrying physical things. I don't even like having things in my pocket. I carry around a fanny pack half the time, or a backpack, because I don't like having things in my pocket. The carrying of all the things, having the physical things, the times, the gates, the people, the taking off of the shoes, the bending over, the pat downs, it can be stressful for me. I get a little bit overwhelmed. And, somehow always racing to the gate. Oh, we gotta get to the gate. Okay, it's B43. Okay, B43, we gotta go to B4. Okay, it's at the other end of the, airport. Okay, grab this stuff. I'm gonna grab this stuff. You go to the bathroom. I'll grab the stuff. I'll meet you at the gate. We'll go over there. We'll check the time. Then we'll get something to eat. It's like, and maybe I sound like an absolute madman right now, but that's my natural disposition in the airport. It's just kind of like all the details. Gotta get going. Don't want to miss the flight. Paid for this flight. Gotta make sure we get this flight. Get above overhead carriage, whatever the overhead luggage stuff. All these details can kind of stress me out. So what I've been working on recently, and I will have just done this, and hopefully I can live this out on this vacation I'm currently on, is to be a vessel of peace during the trip. Like the workers at TSA, the gas station attendants, the camping guides, the people who work at the COAs, the people who are at the fishing boat, rental place. All of these people are they're living their life. They are sons and daughters of God. And it is so easy to take all of the stress of a vacation, all the details, and project it on to the person who's making my latte at Starbucks because they're not doing it fast enough. And like, hey man, I gotta catch flights. So, So can I come fast? He's like, yeah man, no kidding. We're at an airport. Everyone's catching a flight here. It's very easy for me to lose my ish at things and people and the details and the things that are happening because of all the details that need to be done. So being a vessel of peace is such an important way to be holy. It's like a real life example of how to be holy. You're going on a vacation. You're about to go on a vacation. Are you going to an airport? Are you driving? Are you walking? Whatever you're going to do, you're going to run into people who are doing their job, probably in the service industry. And it is up to you, it is up to me, to be a light to Christ to them. We are still responsible to be a light of Christ to people, even on our vacation. Even people who are making coffees really slow. Even people who mess up your fishing license reservation. Even people who can't get the bike to off the rack, which you're trying to rent at the beach. Yeah, that guy is a son of God. Yeah, that lady making the coffee, she's a daughter of God. We have to be vessels of peace and the light of Christ to everyone. This is like something I've learned pretty much since I've been married, while I'm traveling with my family, to just be peaceful. Let Christ's light shine through me. The details will take care of themselves. Be prepared, but be peaceful. Be a light during the trip. And, maybe some of you don't struggle with this. Maybe some of you are like, hey, man, I'm just chilling the whole time. I love going through airports. I don't even care where I'm at. Someone messes up my fishing lure at the rental store, whatever. I don't care. Well, not me. And, God bless you. And I hope to have your peace and your serenity one day. But not me. I'm a naturally impatient person. I'm from New Jersey, so my disposition is impatience. It needs to be a little bit faster than you just did it for the last guy. That's kind of my natural disposition. So being peaceful and being a vessel of peace to people, everyone that I meet on vacation, everyone that I encounter on vacation, is a super, super real life, tangible way to be holy on your next vacation. Okay, so those are 3 tips on how to stay holy during vacation, on your next vacation, on your current vacation. Because I'm going to vacation, because Labor Day is coming up, because the end of August, which is a big vacation time for a lot of people, I figured I'd make this episode. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you kind of maybe experience a lack of peace in airports. Let me know if you listen to worship and podcasts and, homilies, and your vacation when you're traveling, or let me know if you like to pray in nature as a way to reach God during vacation. But let me know what you think about this. I'm utilizing this. I'm going to utilize every single one of these on my current vacation, which I'm on right now. So pray for me and pray for me. When you're seeing this, pray for me retroactively that I was a good boy in my travel time. So thank you all for watching and listening. I appreciate you all so, so much. Every single view, every single download, every single listen, every single comment, it means so much, and it is another way that, we're pushing out the gospel of Christ to everyone in the world. Every like counts, because then that helps push it out to someone else who might, need to hear this episode. So thank you all. I appreciate you all. I'll see you all soon. Peace. Bye.